it's over, people tell me they feel confused, in denial about their 80s self.
Remember the decade when people worshipped a new God.
Liberty was the key to our attitude.
People are going to dance in the streets.
The chap with the smallest wad had to buy the drinks.
Now it's the morning after.
But aren't we being awfully prim about the whole affair?
Join Peter York
Wasn't it great while it lasted?
as he dissects the 80s, starting tomorrow at 9:30 on BBC Two.
Anyway, the holiday exodus has begun, so a happy time to all of you.
From Butties and Bingo in Bognor.
Instead of having the most glamorous grandmother, yes, that's my bum competition.
To soaking up sun in the Seychelles.
We've got our televisions and our electricity. We want to get away from it.
While you're having the time of your life. Wow. Your holiday is part of the world's biggest industry, the tourist, an all-inclusive look at the holiday industry. Starts Sunday at 8:10 on BBC Two.
Oh, girlie.
Highlighted action from the World Darts Championship in just under 5 minutes. That's after BBC Two takes another look at the weather prospects with Suzanne Charlton.
Hello. Although the weather over western parts of Europe may well be nudging towards the milder, if the wetter and the windier, it's not the case in all parts of the world. We saw some unusually cold weather early on Friday morning, all the way from the Dakotas right down into parts of Mexico. Unusual frost here. Wouldn't expect it to be frosty at all normally. And even during the daytime, the temperatures are going to stay low. You can see a plunge of cold weather coming right down through the central plains and across towards the eastern seaboard. That's during the day, and at night the frost will be more widespread right down into those mountains of Mexico still. There'll be snow coming along too, particularly across these southern and southeastern areas of the states, and under the high pressure it will remain clear, cold and frosty. Now, the frost has held all day once again over central and eastern regions of Europe. These are the maximum temperatures for Friday. We perhaps just start to see some of that milder weather edging a little further in across central regions of Europe into the middle part of next week. But the cold air is probably going to take some nudging away. It'll remain across the far northeast under this high pressure area. Again, some flurries of snow are likely around the edge of that through to the weekend. And these low pressure areas spinning areas of rain and showers through the Mediterranean. Out towards the west, big low pressure areas will force some stormy weather in towards the west of Europe, but then because of the block of the high pressure, these fronts will decelerate over western Europe. So areas of rain not getting too far in, perhaps turning to snow and freezing rain across parts of Germany, for example, during the weekend. Windy weather certainly blowing its way in, but just really affecting the Bay of Biscay and the British Isles, these regions bearing the brunt of the windy weather. And because of it, we have an early weekend weather warning. It really just shows the potential for widespread disruption because of very strong winds and some heavy rains, more likely across western and some northern areas of Britain. Now, the first of that rain will be arriving way down in the far southwest of Cornwall again by early in the coming morning, and there'll still be some rain and drizzle left in the east, between where it's drying up, misty and patchy fog forming. The main thing, though, is the winds southeasterly strengthening up across the western side of the country by tomorrow morning. There'll be gales in the northeast of Scotland anyway. Gales in the west, severe gales maybe, buffeting the headlands of the southwest of England and Wales, up through the east coast of Northern Ireland and in towards southwest Scotland. And generally the winds everywhere on the increase due to this low pressure area. Bands of rain around too. Still much like Friday, very dull and cloudy with patchy drizzle and rain along the eastern side of the country. The main areas of cloud and rain way down in the southwest, spinning in across Northern Ireland, Wales and the southwest, and forcing their way through the afternoon into many other areas as well. Eventually a change to showery weather down to